A slow, haunting piano melody begins. The screen fades in from black. In a quiet hospital room, filled with the steady beeping of machines, a man lay in his final moments. His breath was slow, fading. Beside him stood a nurse, gentle, silent. She leaned in, whispering something soft. A prayer, maybe, or a goodbye. Suddenly, the door burst open. A woman stormed in, a stranger. "Get away from him!" she shouted. "You just want his money!" The nurse didn't argue. She simply lowered her head and quietly stepped aside. No one said another word. Music fades into silence. Days later, the old man passed away. His funeral was simple. The air was heavy. But what followed was anything but peaceful. The lawyer's office. Family members and close acquaintances gathered around a long wooden table. The man's widow sat front and center, wearing black, but with a confident smile. She had waited for this day, the day she would inherit everything. The lawyer stood. "Thank you all for being here. We'll now read the will." Sound of paper rustling. "The entire estate, the house, accounts, shares, and assets will be left to—" The woman leaned forward. Her eyes sparkled. "The nurse." Silence. And then, "What?" the woman screamed. "That's impossible! That manipulative thief! She tricked him! I'm calling the police!" She grabbed her phone and dialed furiously. Within minutes, officers arrived. The woman pointed at the nurse, shaking with rage. "Arrest her! She's a fraud! A gold digger!" The nurse stood frozen, tears in her eyes, hands trembling. But before the officers could act, the lawyer raised his hand. "Wait, there's one more thing." He held up a sealed envelope. "This letter was written by your husband before his death. He asked that it be read if any disputes arose." Everyone fell silent. The lawyer opened the envelope. His voice trembled slightly as he began to read. "If you're hearing this, it means I am no longer in this world. I've lived a long life, and for most of it I believed in the goodness of those closest to me. But life has a cruel way of revealing truths. I discovered, too late, that the woman I married had been poisoning me slowly. For money. For greed. I trusted her. I loved her. And she betrayed me. The pain wasn't just in my body, it was in my heart. But in my final days, someone reminded me that kindness still exists. To the nurse who cared for me, not just medically, but with compassion, warmth, and honesty, I thank you. Please use my inheritance to do good, to live freely, and to remind others that no act of kindness is ever wasted. To my wife, I hope one day you realize what truly matters." The woman's face had turned pale. She tried to speak, but no words came. The police officers turned to her. They were no longer here for the nurse. The sound of handcuffs clicking echoes. As the woman was led away, the nurse wept quietly, not out of triumph, but for the life that had been lost and the pain it carried. She never expected a reward. All she had offered was kindness. In a world full of masks and motives, sometimes it's the quietest heart that shines the brightest, and sometimes the truth waits in a sealed letter. Never underestimate the power of goodness, because even in the darkest moments, it can change everything. Kindly like, share, and subscribe our YouTube channel for more interesting videos.